Hi, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's Collective Tarot Love reading. I have your cards ready. I am going to deep dive and explain in detail by way of the cards what's going on with both you and your person. So let's go. Your crowning card today is the Emperor guy, your person. The Emperor card pertains to your person, their environment, and the people around them. And of course, you. What the Emperor card is about is one's reality and the foundation in which one has built on negative attachments, negative patterns and habits, and toxic addictions. Disregarding the truth about oneself and one's inner knowing to change one's outlook from a child's mind to that of an adult's mind and gain understanding of one's past to live a better life. The Emperor. Let's keep going. So you're coming in with the King of Pentacles. Now what the King of Pentacles is talking about here, collective, is that in the past, once again, your person followed it to a T. Their perception of a foundation, of a solid foundation here, collective, and I'm not saying it wrong, that it was wrong here, collective, but your person's perception of a foundation here was to have everything. The home, the car, here, collective, a solid job, and that to your person in their mind was stability, was stable here, collective, because that is exactly what your person wanted. The Hierophant guy, the Emperor guy here, collective. And so they built it to a T, is what it talks about here in your reading. But what it also talks about here, collective, is that your person ignored here. They avoided, or like I said in the beginning, they disregarded their own inner truth and inner knowing here in your reading, because the truth has come in for your person. And what that truth is about here, collective, is that they didn't do it their way. That's what it's saying. It didn't change your person on the inside. But what it also talks about here, collective, in terms of your person's perception of the truth here, is that your person followed what other people were telling them or what other people were showing them how to be or how to live a better or a good life here, collective. And so your person kept striving for that. They kept building here, collective. But coming in with the King of Pentacles, the truth here for your person, okay, is that, well, you're the truth, to be quite honest here, collective. Because what it talks about here in your reading is, well, ultimate abundance for your person, material prosperity here, collective, is with you. That's what it's saying here in your reading. Of course, they feared that, collective. Your person feared commitment here. But it was their own fear here in your reading. They had to face their own fear here, collective, of why your person feared, was trapped in fear when it came to commitments, when it came to being able to fully commit. Excuse me. because they built their own foundation. They built it, like I said, and they followed a program here. And for your person, they were told here, collective, that that was going to be their happiness. This is how your cards are coming in. But they know it's not. This is what it talks about. Even though they have everything that they wanted and desired in terms of material resources here, collective, the one thing that they do desire, they do not have. You. Now you're coming in with the Knight of Swords. And so what the Knight of Swords is talking about here, collective, is your person is finally, or they've gained an understanding here, collective, about themselves. The truth about themselves here in your reading, and also the truth about their inner knowing, their internal guidance, internal compass here. Okay, now what the Knight of Swords is talking about here, because of course this is a student, all right, collective, is your person still has to connect the dots. This is what it talks about. So they know that, well, they know and they understand that they have to trust in themselves here, collective, but what it also talks about here in your reading, when it comes to your person, they want to know how it's going to end up here. They want to know the end point here in your reading. If they are going to follow their internal compass here, collective, that internal guidance here, that they're beginning to understand here, collective, or it's what it talks about there, collective, is that your person knows, but they don't know how to connect the dots, because when you're coming in with a King of Pentacles here, with this kind of programming here, collective, your person knew the dots. They knew how to get from step A, 2, 3, 4. They knew what steps to take. However, coming in now by and following their internal compass here, internal knowing, inner knowing here, your person still doesn't know how to connect the dots. This is what it talks about. So what it talks about there, collective, is that your person is still learning to trust. Because what they're unaware of here, collective, is that in terms of this leap of faith, because it does talk about a leap of faith here, okay, the Fool's Journey, in terms of this leap of faith here, collective, your person isn't aware that it's bigger than what they think it is. This is part of them connecting the dots here. But they have to trust in the next step, here, collective, that it will grow and turn into another step. That's what it's saying. Each step is about your person learning more about themselves here in your reading. They definitely want guidance here, collective. What it talks about there is your person wants to come out of that past program, that past cycle here. But what do I do to do that? What do I have to do here to once again trust? Now you're coming in with Lovers here, collective. And so what Lovers is talking about here, it is a choice, okay, when it comes to your person. Now with Lovers, what it talks about there, collective, is your person has to use their wisdom. This is what it's also talking about here. See, for your person, it's like, so what choice do I make? What is the correct direction in which I need to go in here? See, with the King of Pentacles here, the choice would have been easy for your person to make, all right? Because they would have followed that program. They would have followed other people's advice and guidance as to who they were going to choose here, collective. And the choices that they made. Okay, because what the King of Pentacles is actually talking about here, collective, is your person has always been looking for that potential partner. But when they found that person, coming in with the Knight of Swords, your person was trapped in fear. They were triggered. They went through a dark night of the soul, or they're already going through a dark night of the soul here, collective. So once again, lovers here, collective. So what it talks about there is your person has to learn the lessons when it comes to relationships here. When it comes to listening to other people is what it talks about here, because your person has to get it right. Your person has to come in correct. Well, your person has to trust in themselves and the universe. They can't control it. All right. They have to release the control, coming in with the King of Pentacles here. Lovers. So that they can make the correct choice for them. They know what the choice is here, collective, but they fear making that choice here in your reading. Because are they ready? In their mind, for them. And so, like I said, they had to change that outlook from a child's mind to that of an adult here, collective. Yeah, I know they're coming in as the Emperor, and they are coming in as the King of Pentacles here, collective. But what it talks about there is that your person hasn't faced their past. Your person hasn't ended out a past cycle, a past program. Now you're coming in with the Three of Cups, and so I spoke about negative patterns and habits here, collective, negative attachments. This is what the Three of Cups is talking about here in your reading. The Three of Cups can be family. The Three of Cups can be friends. It could also mean intimate partners for your person, because they do have choices. They have always had choices, collective. But what it's talking about here in your reading is that your person has to make the correct choice. That's what it's saying. Now, yeah. And when it comes to lovers here, collective, I just want to touch on that. It's about your person's intentions here. It's about how they go about that now in your reading. They can't go back to, like I said, toxic patterns of behaving and thinking that it's okay and that it's normal here in your reading. And when it comes to past partners here, intimate partners for your person, see what it talks about here in your reading is that your person had the control, coming in with the Emperor guy, where they were able to leave. They were able to do whatever they liked. And that is a foundation in which your person has built. But that way of thinking and behaving isn't how they're going to get you. This is why your person's in the Knight of Swords. It won't be the same. This is what it talks about here in your reading, okay? So they have to learn from their past, here, collective, in order to live a better life. Now you're coming in with the Magician card. Now what the Magician card is talking about here, collective, is what your person's reality, what they've brought into their reality here, collective, the way in which they built it here was from other people's guidance and advice. And that is bringing in a tower moment for your person, because it wasn't about your person following their own internal guidance. This is what it talks about here in your reading. Your person didn't trust, or they just didn't know, here collective, that they could. Because what it also talks about here collective is your person stopped loving themselves. Because of their perception of love, here collective, which is a fear. To face one's truth. All right. The Magician. So your person has choices in front of them, here collective, but the choice that they are wanting here, which is you collective, you're not in this person's eyeballs. You're not in front of this person. So listening to others, other people's guidance, advice here collective, is bringing in a tower moment for your person. Now you're coming in with the Eight of Cups. And so what the Eight of Cups is talking about here, collective, is your person's negative attachments here in your reading. So what they put out here, collective, what they put out into the universe is exactly what they're getting back in return. This is what the Eight of Cups is talking about here. So in terms of your person's intimate partners and relationships here, collective, what it talks about there is that it's just full-blown negative attachments, negative patterns and habits, and toxic behavior. So by your person facing the truth about them and removing those blockages and barriers here, which is what the Eight of Cups talks about here in your reading. And those blockages and barriers are neglect, abandonment, and rejection. To allow the light in here, collective, so that your person can embrace their true feelings of love, so that they can bring you towards them. But what the Eight of Cups also talks about here, collective, and I just want to touch on that, is self-love and self-empowerment here. Your person actually has to choose here to love themselves. Self-love. Okay, collective? It's about appreciation. Patience here. This needs to be looked at. It needs to be done this way. This is what it's talking about. If your person is wanting, like I said here, collective, it's all about change. Changing your outlook. Changing your person's outlook from a child's mind to that of an adult mind. Your person has to understand the past negative attachments in order to be better, in order to be different here, collective, in order to live a better life, because that's what they're definitely wanting here, collective. Now you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune. And so what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about here, collective, is your person's reality, is what they've built here, what they've brought into their reality here, collective. And that is a past program, it's a past cycle that your person has been in, and it came from, and I'm not saying here, collective, that it was wrong for your person, because what it can also talk about here is that they didn't know, here, collective. They didn't know that they could change by doing it different here, by following their own wants and desires, as opposed to listening to and getting guidance from other people. Because what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about here is that your person is still in, it's just that same cycle for your person. That's what it talks about here. Yeah, of course they want the truth here collective, and this cycle is about an ego for your person, that it's been okay here, that it's normal behavior here. So how do they come out of this cycle? And what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about here, collective, is your person has been in a cycle of negative emotions. This is what it talks about. Negative emotions and feelings here. They've held on tightly to a past pain, hurt and fear of neglect, abandonment and rejection. Now you're coming in with the Three of Swords. And so what the Three of Swords is talking about here, collective, is that this is where the void comes from. Your person stopped loving themselves here in your reading because their perception of love was not to love oneself. Now, what's also coming in with the Three of Swords here, collective, is the way in which your person treated you and others. This is what it's also talking about here in your reading. There are some big changes here that your person is about to make here, collective. This is what it's also talking about here in your reading. And this choice here is to choose them. That's where it starts from. That's the start point for your person. Now you are coming in with the King of Swords. And so what the King of Swords is talking about here in your reading, collective, is that, well, your person is speaking up. Your person is speaking up for themselves here, collective. And because they're doing that, what it talks about there in your reading is your person is getting a wake-up call as well about their environment and the people that are in their environment here, collective, the people that they listen to here, and asked for guidance and advice. Because what is happening here for your person is that they're still getting that guidance and advice, but your person knows the truth. They know they have to follow their heart's desire here in your reading. If they are wanting happiness here, collective, bliss and love. Because now they are beginning to understand here, collective, what love is, only because they now know what non-love is, because they built that. That's what it's saying with the Magician and the King of Pentacles. And also the Hierophant. See, what it's talking about here in your reading, your person wants changes. Okay, and they want to work on those changes. This is what it talks about here in your reading. Now you're coming in with the Eight of Pentacles. Now just before I speak about the Eight of Pentacles here, collective, I just like to say I offer counselling, mentorship, advice, programs and tarot readings. If you're interested, details are in the description box below this video. I am not just a tarot reader. Changes here. This is the Eight of Pentacles is talking about here in your reading, okay, that your person wants to make that conscious effort. They want to make changes in their life. They know that it's about the way in which they think, behave, their feelings, and how they're going to change that in their everyday life. The Eight of Pentacles. It's talking about here, collective, for your person coming out of a past program. But it starts with them. All right, collective? All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Join us in the Facebook group. And I'll catch you later. Bye.